Hi everybody, I'm Little-squid. I'm the clan leader and the founder of the Blackhawk clan, and today I'm going to teach you how to fly. Hi everybody, I'm going to teach you how to use your engines today. So you've got your R2 and your L2. L2 manages your descent, R2 manages your ascent, and those are the first two. That's the nitty-gritty of what engines do. But engines are also very crucial for when you're doing turns, or when you're avoidance. So, for example, let's say if you saw the previous tutorial, a turn where you do that and you're going parallel with the target. So, this turn is if you're having your throttle on the whole time. However, if you feather your throttle, as in your R2, as if you don't hold down, but you just like press, you can decrease that to about half. Sorry, no, that's actually if you don't use power and then you power it up through here. But if you feather it, you can go like that, and the amount of distance you've gone is a little bit less. And then for the other turn, the perpendicular turn, when you're going around the target like this, and your target's right here, and you're doing that. What you're doing is pretty much you're like turning in place. Like over time, you're just turning into place. But your engine is going to be fluttering your R2. So this is going to go. You're going to press, but you're not going to actually hold it down. Unless you want to actually go really fast and not have a really good accuracy. But if you want accuracy, you'll feather the throttle. Now let me tell you about avoidance. So jets are a really big problem with many helicopter pilots because they don't know how to avoid them. Sometimes it's better to avoid than to fight with. So let's say you're this dot right here. You're the red dot. And then this jet is this plus sign. Jets normally come from down to up. So they'll come at you shooting their guns in upwards direction because it makes it a little bit easier for them to aim. So they're going to be coming upwards, and they're going to start shooting at you. And the way a jet works is that it can easily go up, but it can't go down that well. So it has a flaw right there. So you have to take advantage of that flaw. So if you're getting shot at, one of the good ways to do something to avoid it is to decelerate or hold L2. Holding L2, you descend. You descend very quickly, very quickly. So you can get down here faster than the jet can, and now the jet has to go over you like this, and then by then you can shoot a rocket this way and hopefully hit him. So, yeah. Okay, and let's see what else I have for engines. Oh, also, when you're also hovering is something that not many people know how to do. So let me get this other one. So this is our display. And hovering is a very higher level technique. Your reticule goes up and down as you go lean forward, lean backwards, and lean to side. This will turn this way, or this way, and then this will turn to side. But your engine will help you hover as well. So when you're hovering, when you want to keep a stable position, as in keep this number at a value within plus or minus 2 feet, you will want to press your R2 button. That will keep you'll keep your power at a relatively same percentage, maybe less than about 10% within plus or minus of where you want it to be at. And your height will be plus or minus 2 of that same area. And then to hover, you will if you're floating a little bit forward, you're going to want to lift back a little bit, but not too much. A little bit. Give it a little bit of throttle, and then not throttle it, and then you should be able to keep it at a hovering station or a hovering stance, so you can keep it in that one spot. You kind of have to play with it around, and that's hovering. And sorry, I'm sick. What does I have? Engines, it's fairly, I mean, it's hard to explain engines because it's fairly intuitive. I really can't explain it to you that well. You just have to play around with it a little bit, but sometimes engines are good, sometimes engines are not necessary, sometimes engines are useful, sometimes engines are impractical for the time. For example, if there's a tank here, and the tank has like about like an angle like that, like maybe think about like a 37-degree angle, 45, 37 degrees, as it were, it can aim its main turret. And so it would not be good, it wouldn't really be that advisable to hover, or like, cause I mean, when you're aiming downwards, your helicopter is also going to lose altitude as well. So it wouldn't be good for you to lose altitude and be shooting rockets at this tank, because what will happen is that this tank can just aim up, fire at you, kill you, and then you'll be exploded. You'll die. So you'll be turned to a bunch of bits and pieces and chunks. And I really don't want that. And you probably don't either. So one thing you can do is you lean forward, but then again you're also ascending as well. So you're increasing your speed, as in you're holding R2 and then you're going up. At the same time, you're aiming down, so you can shoot your rockets at the target, and then hopefully blow this up. Or if you have to, take another pass by turning around and then shooting rocks at it and then blowing it up. That's my blowing up of a tank. And that's the way you really want to approach things. But then again, situations are always black and white. For example, if you're trying to aim at a tank, so there's a tank, or a turret, if you think that funny, and you're shooting at it, and then let's say some guy with a stinger. This guy right here has a stinger. He's aiming at you. A good way to avoid it is, one, you kind of have to do some fancy work, as in you're dropping and going up a bit like sporadically, but you're all in all you're actually descending, so you can get close to the ground, and then the hope is that the infantry could not see over like maybe a little hill, and your helicopter's right here. Disregard the tank, but he won't have like a line of sight to you, so you'll be free to avoid that, come back up, and then hopefully shoot them and blow them up, or have your gunner blow them up. So that's what I have for for engines, and I'm Little-squid, and this is a tutorial on how to do engines. Yeah.